wanted to bring it back to the hood now that we're speaking on these weak leaders and whatnot. I see that the Green Party is, they support reparations for the descendants of slavery. Now, that's a good thing for that party, but for the masses, it might be a little hard to get that message out there because I want to go back on a study done by Pew Research Center. It shows 77% of Black Americans support reparations, while only 18% of white Americans support reparations. And not only them, amongst leadership, elected officials, 48% of Democrats support reparations, while 49% opposes. 9% of the GOP approves, while 91% opposes. Now, how do we popularize and and try to educate the people and avoid an uproar amongst the citizens when we talk about reparations, or if you get a chance to even pass something like reparations?
Yes, my dear brother. That I think one of the things we do is do exactly what you just did, which is to speak with power and clarity about both reparations as it connects to present levels of support. That surprises a lot of people. When you think about the numbers, not the Black folk. I'm surprised at 77. I want to meet some Black folk who really are fundamentally against reparations. I want to sit down and have some cognac with them and talk with them. Say, hey, I want to know your argument. So in other words, somebody hands you $1 million, you're going to say, no, I don't want $1 million whatsoever because in principle, I don't think we deserve it. Oh, okay, I see. But I think we need to raise the issue that reparations is a matter of truth and justice. We need to know the truth about how America was shaped, how slavery was the foundation of its economy, and what kind of free labor went into that. And when you see the damage done, what kind of repair is required? And of course, money in and of itself will never bring back all the people, the persons, the bodies, and so forth, you see. But that's tort law. You have to have repair given damage done. And so you couch it in terms of truth and justice rather than what you're going to do for these Black people. It's part of how the whole nation was shaped with these Black people's minds, hearts, souls, labor, and so forth. And I think it needs to become more popular in the culture, in the music. That's how you get reckonings and awakenings, where it becomes a cultural expression in that regard. But I've been blessed, I think I've told you all before, to be part of reparations movement with Queen Mother Maud, Randall Robinson, my dear brother who just died. God rest his soul, who wrote The Debt, founder of Trans-Africa, that brought the pressure to bear against apartheid in South Africa and so forth. And for me, it's just a matter of truth and justice. And that's what this campaign is all about. A moment in a movement concerned about truth and justice that cuts across the board. Truth and justice is bigger than all of it. None of us have a monopoly on truth. But there's no way you can understand the history of America and not in the end be committed to some form of reparations if you really understand. Not just slavery, but also Jim Crow. Not just Jim Crow, but redlining. Not just redlining, but discrimination. All of those.
Yeah.
Tax money. You know how much tax money went in to sustain the University of Mississippi? We couldn't set foot in that institution until 1964. Yeah. Hey, just fairness. We're not talking about doing something special for Black people. We're talking about fairness. All of that blood, sweat, and tears that goes into sustaining institutions with tax money, and we can't be anywhere near the vicinity, even though our money is sustaining it. You see that? How could we not raise the issue of reparations if we have any self-respect, any sense of dignity of those who came before and what our foremothers and forefathers had to go through every day? That's why it upsets me oftentimes when I hear these folks who don't really want to straighten their backs up and tell the truth and pursue justice in relation, not just reparations, but any issue. Do you know what our people had to go through just for you to walk around and you to think highly of yourself? And then when it comes to making one kind of sacrifice, can't say a mumbling word. Good God Almighty.
You got to share that privilege. You feel oppressed.
Yeah.
That's exactly it. That's
You know what I always say this is an A and B conversation. It's about a debtor and owed to a debtee. This don't have nothing to do with you, white people. This literally has nothing. This ain't none of your business. This is a debt owed by the government to us. None of your business, and that's that. I get that from the chairperson of the reparations board, Miss Moore. We had on our show, because we asked her the same. She was like, "Who cares what they have to say? Like it's like this is a debt that's owed to us. It's not even." Part of your business, it's like somebody else owes you a debt. Nobody else's business what what's owed in the negotiation, and what's how much is owed is none of your business. So that's how I look at it.
Another way of using uproars, like man, these motherfuckers crazy. If they see black communities start coming up, we have evidence of this. Black Wall Street, et cetera, et cetera. They're gonna hunt black people. So how, just how do we educate those people? That was like my whole question altogether, because it's not about, they can say what the fuck they want, but we know, and we have the history of the things of what they would do if they see black communities and black people start to live better, even better than them, or even not even better than them, just a little bit up on it. They hate it.
You remember Nina Simone's Backlash Blues? Backlash Blues. That white backlash against black movement forward. And then how she works that on the keys. She start playing certain kind of keys in order for us to become more fortified. So that the backlash is always already in place. But we gotta fight back, waiting for the backlash that won't quit. Real as a heart attack, real as Ashford and Simpson. Ain't nothing like the real thing. And that's love, courage, community, memory, willingness to throw down, to tell the truth, regardless of the consequences. So that, but the issue of reparation, I mean, the Green Party, you're right, already had it. But wherever I go, I'm trying to pursue truth and justice, which means I'm a reparation person, because you know what I mean? Definitely. Yeah. If they didn't have it, me and Brother Bernie used to fight over this all the time. He disagreed, I agreed. He's my brother, he just wrong. Same was true with BDS, with the Palestinians. He's against BDS, I'm for BDS. We fight over it, and then I try to tell him why he's wrong and so forth. He tried to tell me why I'm wrong, but I remain unconvinced.
BDS. You got to convince a Jew about BDS. That's a damn shame.